Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Nerd X. My name is Raj and today I'm going to make the claim that trailers are ruining media. Now, I understand that there is a significance to trailer and that significance is twofold. One, it wants to build up excitement for the people who are fans of this particular franchise or so on. And secondly, it's marketing. It wants to build up excitement for the people who may not want to see the film originally, but then will see the trailer and think, wow, that looks really good. I want to give them all of my money. I want to throw it all at the screen and it looks really good. However, there is a noticeable trend with trailers lately, which is that they are experiencing a lot of problems in terms of, first of all, tone and establishing that tone throughout. For instance, there have been 2 trailers for Suicide Squad already, and they both just can't decide what sort of tone they want the film to be. One is this super serious, dark reboot of the DC universe, even though that was already done with Dark Knight, but we'll ignore that.
All you need to know is you work for me.
And then the other is this campy, fun Queen soundtrack trailer.
Let's go save the world.
And if you actually want to know more about the Suicide Squad trailer, I recommend you check out my buddy Alex. He made a video about it. There'll be links somewhere on the screen, I don't know where. Somewhere, please. Anywhere. Okay, help me out. Good. Problem is that this doesn't really help people to decide if this is their sort of film. Being able to establish a tone is important because if they want to know if it's a lighter film, maybe they'll like that. If they want to know if it's a more serious film, they want to like that too. And fans of the franchise, fans of this universe, don't know what they're getting out of it, because a fan of the first trailer who sees that gritty trailer and thinks, this is a film I want to watch, then won't have the same reaction to that second trailer because it's differing in expectations. They're going to go into that film completely with no idea as to what they're going to watch, which is a good thing in a way because you don't want to spoil stuff, but at the same time, it's not really helping people out. You need to give people some kind of indication. Now, it could be that they just want to cover as many kinds of trailers as possible and try and bring in as big a crowd as possible, but that doesn't really help in the long run because people are ultimately going to end up coming out of that theatre thinking, that wasn't quite what I wanted because I thought I was getting this, but then they gave me this. So trailers are important to establish a tone. Now, speaking of trailers, Ghostbusters. Oh boy, Ghostbusters, man. All right, so this trailer has been hugely hated. I think it's ridiculous how much it's been hated. And the thing about this trailer is that it's not necessarily the fact that it has an all-female cast. That is not a problem, that is a good thing. But the problem is, even if this was an all-male cast, the humor would still be hugely flat. It would still look like crap, like the ghosts look awful, like this was CG from 10 years ago. And it just feels like people would have seen a new Ghostbusters remake. If they were just told there's a new Ghostbusters film coming out, they would have seen it. They wouldn't know about the cast, they would see it because they love the original film. Now with this trailer, people are now not going to see it. So even though this was marketing material, it's actually ended up, I guess, losing them money because less people may actually go to see it as a result. And one of the trends that you will see with a lot of these Marvel films that are coming out is that trailers have these big anticipation around them. In an ideal scenario, you should come out of a trailer feeling intrigued, but not really knowing a lot of things. You may have a lot of questions afterwards, and that's good because there are certain things that the filmmakers want to save for you when you actually see the film in the cinema. What you notice with pretty much every single superhero film that comes out now, there is a trailer that comes out, it's maybe 2 minutes long, and then every single YouTuber will make a 20-minute trailer analysis where they want to point out every single little thing. It's like, oh, look at this object here, it references comic number 86, and it was like, oh, that's so cool. The thing is, why do you want to try and figure out the movie if you're going to analyze each trailer so closely? You've pretty much got the whole film figured out, and hell, with these comic book films, people have already read the comic book, so they know what's going to happen anyway. So there's no real point in making these trailers and having this fan service in it when people are going to see the film anyway. Like, this trailer isn't going to affect their judgment. If anything, it makes it worse. And you notice that a lot of people don't actually watch trailers anymore because they don't want those spoilers to color their perception of the film before they go in. So let's take an example, which is the Force Awakens trailer for Star Wars. Now, this was the trailer that every single nerd, you can just hear a collective explosion of nerds everywhere just crying out in tears of joy and everything. And I'm not actually that big a fan of Star Wars. I know that's going to like give me a lot of hatred. Please do not kill me, I know. Look, it's good, I just don't think it's great. Now the thing with that trailer is that it was good in that it was building up a lot of excitement, and there were little hints at, for instance, Darth Vader's face and things like that. There were hints as to the universe and a lot of nostalgia bait there. I call it nostalgia bait. I mean, if you think that Han Solo going, "Chewie, we're home," that's my Harrison Ford impression. I know it's great. And you can tell me in the comments about how my Harrison Ford impression is. But anyway, things like that are very much designed for fans to latch onto and think, yes, this is a new thing, this is exactly what we wanted from the old. Even though in that particular trailer, a lot of the new characters, yes, they were mentioned, they were there, but it wasn't really moving it forward. It was more relying on those old things that people really identify to actually latch on board to. One of my favorite films of all time is Drive. And I only watched the trailer after I watched the film. And it's literally 2.5 minutes of the film in chronological order, like different events happening. And it literally just summarizes the film in 2.5 minutes. And it's like a terrible trailer. And if you watch that beforehand, it not only spoils pretty much the whole film for you, it also sets it up as this big action film with lots of car chases and things, when in actual fact it isn't that at all. There's literally 2 car chases and they're both in the trailer. So that's my opinion. Slightly unpopular opinion, but there we go. If you want to tell me how wrong I am, please comment below. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, do all the things, and watch other videos from us. And I will see you next time.